Yeah, we back at it again. We back at it again. So let's get to it. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host, Oops the Great. And we're talking about J. Cole yet again. I keep trying to find different point of views to really like drive home my overarching thoughts about J. Cole. Love the music, but it's just some things that just don't seem right, and we're gonna dive right into it. But I appreciate y'all look, I can't even say it right. I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. See it at the bottom of the screen. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share. Helps the channel grow. Helps me take care of the YouTube police. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what YouTube police is. So, we in here having a vibe. We smoking. We doing what we do. We chilling. Sometimes we be drinking, talking our mess. Don't need YouTube in the business. So when y'all do them things, they keep them out the business. Now, I found, y'all know I'm a big Glasses Malone fan. I like the way his viewpoints is on a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of things. So he's been doing a podcast, the ADHD podcast or whatever. And they had some interesting points. And I put a couple together just so y'all can really take a look. And if you really like it, you know what I'm saying? Go check them out. It's a good watch. It's a long watch. You're going to get a lot of unnecessary rhetoric with it. But it's not over the top to where it turns you off. But I'm gonna give you a little peek at it. We're gonna react to it, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But I've, for a while now, after listening to a couple of different people, Read My Soul, Glasses Malone, a couple others I just got tuned into, where I'm starting to really question the makeup of the J. Cole, we'll say the J. Cole character, or what he's supposed to be presenting us, right? So we're gonna react to this, and y'all gonna let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. Throw these ears on and get to the business. Let's go. Hold on, y'all know I need a lighter. You know I need a lighter. Okay, I'm good now.
Two questions. Two questions.
Yeah, bro.
Is Forest Hill Drive, is that a street in Queens?
Oh shit.
Forest Hills is a part of Queens.
No, it's
2014,
not.
Forest Hills Drive is where he grew up in Fayetteville.
He's trying to be funny. He know that shit ain't no fucking.
Just ask the question. It's true love. I just asked the question. And then the second question was, do you feel with that his last grab to us was to link us or quilt us with sounding like all of his inspirations, like everything like Rewind, and then here's this Many Men beat, and then so now we're hooked to that. You know what I'm saying? You're reeling us with what we already love.
For those who don't get what he's really trying to say, y'all don't feel like J. Cole takes things that he know that we're already nostalgic about, take it, dust it off, put his own little spin on it, and like it's like he's reselling his cookies we already bought. Like, damn, these taste just like you remember them chocolate chip cookies that I had a couple of. These is the same cookie. It just seemed like he's selling us some rinse and repeat. He out here selling re-rock. Yeah, that's the phrase we'll go with, re-rock.
The interpolations he was doing on the whole album, though. I get what he's saying.
It's all somebody else's, which makes. But your take was just so ill, because I feel like, to me, I'm on the side with Ye when he does this false prophets. Yeah. So to me, it's full surface. It's like, what can your hero say later? Be careful because you're gonna be that to these people. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you need. That's why I love Nas, because Nas would be like, I'm gonna drop an album once every 4 years because I need to live life and create. So now, what did you become?
That's something I think that gives Kendrick his advantage. I'm about to go through some life, some new or fresh life experiences, or take the time to look at some life experiences that I've already gone through, but I'm really going to re-examine them and see how I can put it into words in a way that's not rinse and repeat, not repetitive, has a new sense of vigor to it. Art takes time. Art takes time.
Like, I thought you were a dad. I thought you were a married man. Or did you got what else is there? This, like, you diss Ye, but nothing was as real and as personal as on time and live like Donda when he's doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's lines we wanted in hip hop for you to explain what happened last year or 2 years ago. We wanted that because hip hop is timely. When Melly Mel was talking about broken glass everywhere, there was broken glass everywhere. And if your people are not gonna shoot us, if I talk shit about you, like your friend got an AK that goes 2, then stop talking about it.
That's been my main point. That's been one of my main points. Like, it's very unmanly to brag about something another person will do, another man's going to do. I can't come to none of y'all and be like, I'm talking my talk, but tell you what my man's to do. This thing I got on my chest, man, my bros that kick my ass. My bro do this and this, and my man's got to. This goes all into that whole accountability thing. If he has a hood like he tried to sell in this last little album, OGs hold you responsible for stuff in a way that, for those who don't understand what coming up in the hood is like and having big dogs and whatnot, is like, these the cats that keep you from going too far away from your square. This is how you stay centered. Cats tell you the truth that you don't want to hear. Hey, bro, like, well, I'll get to it. It's coming up.
Stop talking about your friends having guns in this Rico rap. Like, why do your friends have the guns? Your Fairville is a gun holding city. Why you don't have a gun?
Nah, but I think to what Albie is saying, I think
art has to imitate life.
And I'm gonna let it ride out for a little minute because I really want y'all to hear it, and me constantly pausing it won't allow y'all to get the points. Can y'all honestly ask yourself, what about J. Cole tell you all his shoot 'em up, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third bars? When you close your eyes and you hear these bars, you hear this music, do you really like picture him? Can you picture J. Cole popping somebody or sticking somebody in the jaw or pulling down on somebody? Be honest. What about him say, when I hear your music, I can picture you doing that? Even if you remove the battle, that jumping out in a battle with the parachute on was just the icing on the cake. I think we've known for a while. I think we might have been naive because he's so lyrically nice. You just automatically knew. Ain't no way you not stepping. When it's time to step, you about to, what we doing? I feel like we just kind of made excuses for it. I'm including me. We probably should have been asking questions pre-battle. Hey, I know Cole is nice, but who who he really come at to justify the level of bravado he's displaying? I'm gonna let this ride for a minute.
And he's ran out of life to show us any kind of exuberance in the art.
That's a 1,000% a fact. I feel like he's run out of real life experiences to actually rap about, and I think that's what separates him, Kendrick, and Drake. I feel like Cole and Drake are still stuck in that 2013, 2015, and they're trying to recreate the music, the great music that they once made about a certain time in their life. And Kendrick is just living and rapping about what he's going through. Like,
I disagree because Nokia or some of the stuff that's been leaking, like God's plan is a thing, right? It comes out of nowhere, like how he did it, like flow wise, structure wise. A lot of the whole album sounds like what he did on Benny the Butcher's freestyle or song. It's like the world, like it's like this poet, and it's like okay. And then when he uses his power, he goes into a perspective that he will hurt something or hurt somebody. Like that 7-minute freestyle, that 7-minute drill record. Glasses, you're a rapper. How many times do you hear the song before you let it out, bro? How many times did you hear rewind? He's making us feel like he just recorded 7-minute drill, just threw it out. You're a liar. You know what I'm saying? You listen to that.
You saying he sat with the record for a while before.
You have to. Everyone sits with it. You sit with it, and then you sit with the mix, and you sit with a master.
Yeah.
You go.
Did any of y'all think about that? Because I didn't. I did not. Even when I was trying to halfway give him bail, I never thought about that as an artist. And maybe we're using the word artist too loosely. As somebody who creates anything. I used to build speaker boxes. Every box I've built, I sat with it and looked at it to see if it needed to be tinkered with, changed, if it was right. Before I called whoever, hey, your box done. Yeah. Yeah, like it didn't go from he in the booth, he make the song, yeah, I'm about to get him, seeing. That ain't even how music work. That ain't how music work. I never thought about that part. He had to sit. Again, think about this under the guise of Kendrick is supposed to be his man. That's his man's man. Like they supposed to be solid, right? They supposed to be solid. Under the umbrella of that, adding in you sat there with it probably. At least, you know, we'll do the so we're not doing too much. We'll say he sat with it for a day. I don't think that's really enough. I feel like a cat that make music, especially the type of cat he's supposed to be, you sitting with it for a couple of days, not a week. But we'll say a day. I mean, you slept on it. You slept on the idea of popping off something to shoot directly at your man, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And that's doing the least amount of assuming as possible. We're talking about one day. That man probably sat with this song for days. Maybe a week. I wouldn't be surprised if J. Cole wasn't petty enough to have this ready not too long after Like That came out. In the tuck ready, because he already felt some type of way. He was already in his feelings. Now that's me just being me and what I really think. Because he like, I feel like he just as spiteful as Drake. I feel like we gave J. Cole an extra level of credit just because he won American. I think that really matters because I think there is some of us who kind of hold it against Drake that he was from Canada. I ain't gonna lie, I want him. I'm overly American, which is weird because America don't treat black people the best at all. But in for a penny, in for a pound. And J. Cole done built up this whole he from this hood. So it was like an extra where Drake's cachet came via the rub off of someone else. Pause, because that sounded weird after I heard it. I feel like we assumed that J. Cole is automatically authentic, so we didn't look for no rub off. I mean, we didn't look for a rub off with Drake. We just kind of just saw it get put on him. Pause again. Let's rock.
Okay. And with through all that selling, you didn't think about K Dot? You didn't think about how he was there for you? You didn't think about none of that. How about this? In middle child, he takes Drake's flow. That's where I think it all started. Middle child. I think that's when Drake started giving him where Drake started. This watch came from Drizzy. This nigga give you a watch? And then you put it on his flow. That's the little baby flow. Right? Just done and so that's when the relationship started. K-Dot said, I see two legends kissing and hugging on stage. I saw you kissing and hugging, and you got a whole 24-track album and don't comment on it? That's not Melly Mel, bro. That's not even L Cool J. We just defended L Cool J for being timely. L Cool J was so timely.
Now, when he brung this up, right? Mind you, this is one of the many, again, this is one of the, because I'm not a J. Cole hater. I'm a J. Cole disappointee, and he's a disappointer. I'm disappointed. That whole situation he just broke down, right? I never even put no thought to it. I already given him the golden parachute pass, like whatever. Until I started thinking, right? Sitting here like, okay, this is supposed to be his last body of work, right? He driving through the East Coast or whatever, his hometown state. It's your last piece of work. That means anything in your history that's gone unaddressed to be done on this piece of work. I mean, that's something you kind of should address, right? Too late, the kids are hungry. Again, I don't feel like I'm asking for too much because this is supposed to be J. Cole, and he's supposed to be one of those guys, right? There's the elite, and then you pull a couple out of the elite, and they that. He's supposed to be that. He's that nice, correct? Y'all tell me if I'm reaching for something. How do you not address that of all things? I get it. You put out your little mixtape pack, and that was supposed to be the answer to what ails you. I don't feel like that was enough. Especially with a double disc, right? That's more than enough real estate to address any and everything. Consider how much of a waste that second disc was. You see what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely love that 2-6 song. I hate that he on it. I hate that it's his song. Because in my mind, I'm like, cap. This nigga lying. He lying. He not gonna do that. That's your man's. That's not you. Like, y'all not thinking this at all? Yeah, all right. Let's go.
That's beyond light skin. If you take J.
Mulatto.
Cole as a
Mulatto.
New York rapper, he's the most famous biracial New York rapper.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's
If
a
you
difference
gonna
between
get
being
that-
biracial and being light skinned.
Yeah.
LL light
There's a
skinned.
huge
J. Cole
difference between
biracial.
He said he's the best rapper with a white mother.
I didn't say that
about
part.
that?
I don't know which one was white. I'm just saying.
He said that.
It's very,
He said that.
it's
Might
very,
be.
very biracial. It's very,
What he
it's
said.
very Warren and Karen. You
Nah,
Warren G. It was a clear black night. But then when Warren G got busy, Warren G got busy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm listening.
you don't do that.
I'm
Don't
listening
do
to
that
some
with
Warren
us.
G.
Don't, I heard Nate Dogg was a real, they said Nate Dogg had a name. When he drank, Nate Dogg a two-piece wing you. Chris Childs you, bro. You see what I'm saying? These are real men that we need to lead our youth. And we finally get a moment where J. Cole could be KRS-One. He could be KRS-One. The knowledge reigning supreme with melodies and hooks. And then he's talking about my man's AK with two.
How do y'all feel about that statement? How y'all feel about that statement? KRS-One? And I get KRS-One rubs some people the wrong way because he's very aggressive when it comes to this hip hop thing, right? He gon' whatever to him feels wrong, which I should ask some questions like, why didn't Drake feel wrong? But we'll make a video about that later. If there's people, regardless how many, we're going to exclude New York because we know how they're going to carry them, which is a strange relationship for some reason. But if he was carried that high, and this is where we at, I won't say all because he gonna have his fans. He has a base. But is it ill of some of us to be like, yeah, can't carry this lie too much longer. I just can't do it no more. It's been real. It was cool. No disrespect. I won't come at you. I won't say nothing. But yeah, I can't do this. This is too much. That's where I'm at. I think that's where I'm at. Like, it's like that part of the relationship where, like, you know what? It's best that you go your way. I go my way. I wish you nothing but the. You know it's jacked up when you hit somebody with the, I wish you nothing but the best. You know, you know. If you know, you know. And if you don't like that I just said it, that means somebody dropped that line on you. Like, you know, you can go your way. I'm going to go my way. We good though, right? And then walk off. Sick. This is where I feel like, not only me, I feel like it's a nice group of us that's just like, yeah, that's where I'm at. But you be good. You keep it. You hit somebody with the, you keep your head up. Hit somebody with the, you keep your head up. That's where we at with J. Cole. A good amount of us, I'm starting to see, based on the reactions from this album.
In your single? In your disgusting, bro. Your man should have wrote your apology.
The one with the AK?
The one with the AK. What, he wants blood? He wants blood in this album? This album, he wants blood. You was on stage talking about the world wants blood and I don't want to give blood. What does the AK provide? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The KK is the only gun that can shoot through water. He got that, Cole? Get the fuck out of here, bro. We wanted to hear was you kissing and hugging on stage. And what do you feel about that? What are your thoughts, Cole? You told everybody that if you would have battled, you would have lost a brother. Shit. You haven't touched that many gold in your life. If you walk into K-Dot's house right now, Jermaine Cole, light-skinned Jermaine, Big said dark-skinned Jermaine. That's why I think you could talk for him. You know what I'm saying? If you walk into K-Dot's house right now, you ain't never
Yo, how long is this gonna go? How long?
Let him
long?
Let him finish.
How long?
Let him finish.
Let him finish. This is insane. How long? Mute out. Go ahead. Finish.
It's time. This is the book of Revelation with Palestine and Israel. We have a man that went to college and we accept you as a college man. And as a college man, you're going to give us this? I guess that's what happens. And you, with your Howard story, is a perfect example of it all.
Shit. Was it too much? This is the last part of the clip. Before we get to glasses, because this is the part we need to hear. That was the warm up. This is the part we need to hear. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. When you get done watching this, though, check the link for this video. Go to this whole show. It's a sit down. You're going to get some stuff you're not going to like. Because that old man be killing me. He has a look. His points be worth it listening to, but the way he go about them is, you know what? You'll see it when you check it out. But the link will be in the description of the video. Give yourself time. It's a bit of a watch. You got a little time on it, but it's worth the watch. It's worth the watch. All right. I'm pausing because this is what they call a dramatic pause. I know you're like, man, you don't shut the fuck up. I got you. Calm down. Dramatic pause. Because when I say this is what we needed to hear right here, this is what we needed to hear. And I wish we would have heard this before the battle, because we would have all been able to we would have all had the freedom to look at the battle with proper eyes. For one, for a good amount of us, if we would have known from the get-go that it wasn't going to be, for one, I thought this was supposed to be, I don't know, it turned into the 2 versus 1, which turned into the 1-on-1. But, some of us was naive enough to think we gonna get 1v1v1. Like, we all shooting at each other. One of us can only be on top. Pause for the third or fourth time, whatever. I'm here to serve whoever competing to be at the top. I thought that's how that was supposed to play out. Then it turned into the 2v1, and then it turned into the I'm cool, my bad, my spirit, Jesus help me, pray for me, and 1v1. But if we would have known from the get-go that Cole was going to be the cheerleader on the side, those of us who knew Drake was never gonna be that nice to beat Kendrick, kind of would have. I don't know. I still would have. I think we would have still paid attention. It was still something, but I think it's enough of us that was smart enough to know that Drake was never gonna Gensu or get with Kendrick on any way, shape, or form. I'm just keeping it buck. We are honest about where Drake is at lyrically. One guy writes his shit, the other guy doesn't. Like, I mean, I feel like this no secrets here, but let's get to this glass of alone part. Whew, all right, let's go.
I think J. Cole has been cheating y'all this whole time. I think it was cool the first two albums, but I think he's been cheating y'all the rest of the time. I think he has the depth of a mop bucket. And I think there is something deeper for him to talk about. But I think because he's so shallow deep and y'all accept it, this is what you get. You get like, they was asking me to listen to the song with him, you know, voicing over Tupac and Biggie situation. To shallow it into that silliness that I read in those lyrics is just ridiculous.
Hey, as a side note, real quick, for Glasses to not take him seriously enough to listen to it, he just read the lyrics and just figured it out. Like, Glasses is better than me. My one give, because again, the man can rap. Your content don't match your action, and that's weird for me as a man. Like I can't vouch for that. I can't. It just rubbed me weird. It's almost like someone cosplaying, but you didn't know it until like the final scene or something. All right, let's take that. We gotta take the medicine.
Talk about. But I think because he's so shallow deep and y'all accept it, this is what you get. You get like, they was asking me to listen to the song with him, you know, voicing over Tupac and Biggie situation. To shallow it into that silliness that I read in those lyrics is just ridiculous. Like, you have to understand depth, and it's not like I.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. You mean James Avery?
But that's the problem.
He was the father that you never knew. James Avery was the father that you never knew.
This goes into that song, I Let Nas Down. And I
Killing
get
it.
it, man. Like, the internet and rap is raising these little dudes.
Never had
Internet and rap and TV is raising them. And it's a generation of kids.
I can't skip that. Because I feel like there's somebody out there that don't understand why he can yell that like that. Uncle Phil, rich uncle, came from the hood, moved out to greener pastures. You would think he would have somebody closer and deeper to shout out in that manner, right? I bet you got some G's, some homies, or whatever that you gonna shout out before you pick some imaginary nigga from a TV show. It's a real father, where you want to say father figure, G figure, wherever, however you interacted via between home life, street life, whatever your balance is between those two. It just to say that, just, I feel like it points out like a real, genuine life disconnect from that level of figure in your life. Like to not have it, like it, to not have it makes me almost sympathetic for him because I feel like we all kind of need that. At least one that just keep you that is kind of like functions as a keystone for life as a man. Uncle Phil was his keystone.
Is that the internet and rap is raising, but hip hop is for the guys that the streets raise. That's all, and it's like
He's at a loss for words, people.
What's
my
going
God.
on
like
here,
Come
man?
on.
whenever I say something, Shatif is going to give me shit, but he knows what I'm saying is true. So like
Yeah.
I would like him to be like, you know what, G, that is fair. He is, but it's like I let Nas down. Like
I found that weird.
'Cause he
I
never
found
made
it
a
weird
song
when
when
he
I
said it,
first
bro.
heard that, I was like, what the fuck are you like?
Gives a fuck.
He's supposed to make songs like Poison. Ecstasy, coke, you say is love, is poison. Schools where I learned they should
They
be
should be
burned.
burned.
It is poison. He's and still believe that you're gonna get Grammys. Nas still held his own with Project Window. He still held his own. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's hear that. The
But I
way
think
Alright.
that comes
All
from.
right, hold on.
Can I say this real quick? Can I say this real quick, Trap?
Hold on,
Hold
Trappy
on.
Trill. Hold on, Trappy Trill, real fast.
Good.
Trill, you know what's funny? One of the earliest critiques of Nas is that he looked out the window and wrote his raps. I remember being younger and hearing that. It's different when you looking out of the windows, even if that's true. Let's say in some crazy world, because I don't believe that, but let's say that's true. He's looking out the window of the Queensbridge projects. It's different. Like that's like being at the fucking safari. You know what I mean? I don't fuck where you at. It's close enough to be in your house. So even if he never, which doesn't sound believable, he didn't make friends, which he had to because he has friends. But it's still at the Queensbridge projects in Queens. J. Cole raps like he's looking out the window of St. John's University.
Shit.
He's
Carlton.
looking over the wall.
You know what's out
Shit. Shit. Out the window of St. John's University, and then this man yells Carlton. I'm gonna ask, you know what? I'm gonna let it play all the way out because we almost done. But I'm gonna ask you this question. Y'all do realize that the lyrics to the song is "They not like us." Everybody thinks of that song and thinks of fucking Drake. It says they, not he. J. Cole is part of that they. We've been listening. You know what? I'm not right with y'all with this one. Y'all been listening to that song wrong. They not like us. As nice as J. Cole is, put him in his A. You'll be better for it. You didn't think about that, did you? J. Cole is one of the they. Some of y'all was sitting here. They be the white folk. That's one way of looking at it. You ain't got to be all the way. You can be halfway. Yeah. And yes. Let's go. Let's finish it out.
there? Jamaica States.
He's looking over the wall. He's imagining, he's digesting the music from the albums. And everything he's doing is to impress other rappers. Don't get me wrong, like, some of the greatest moments is when Scarface tells me this song is dope. Like, it's somebody I look up to. But I also understand I'm not writing this song for Scarface. I'm not writing this song to impress Scarface. I'm writing this song because there's a generation and there's a community of people that need to be represented, and this is our thoughts. And I think we're just in a place in hip hop where we're getting a bunch of dudes, them blog eras. I've been told you how I feel about the blog era, where there are guys raised by rap music and the internet. And that's the depth of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Everything is what they think they supposed to say, not what comes from being outside and the energy you create. It's like rap music and the internet. And I think it is dope sometimes, but again, like Trill is saying, 16, 17 years of it is like even reading the lyrics to What If before I got to What If, it's like, bro, this is shallow as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, this is easily you trying to tell people this is why you're, it's so contrived. And for people to think that shit is pure is disheartening as an artist. It's disheartening to watch Lex defend it. Is disheartening to somebody who's this purely into it. I swear to God, no laughing, no jokes on my life. It's the most disheartening thing in the world because when you take artistic risks, like making Tupac Must Die, bro, when you tell niggas this is how gangbanging works, this is our mind, this is how we feel growing up. Because I don't give a fuck if you from DC, the ghetto, if you from fucking Jersey, the ghetto, if you from Queens, the ghetto, if you from the Bronx ghetto, Harlem ghetto, you know what I'm talking about. When I don't fuck how popular a person is, the pressure you get to retaliate and deal. That's street urban culture life, right? And then you write this and you take an artistic risk and you take all the motherfucking bullshit from everybody for being so artistically challenging and trying to gamble and willing to sacrifice. And you got a motherfucker that writes a song as if the reason either one of these two people got hurt is because what they did to each other.
Right.
There's only a couple of TikToks left. But for those who don't know about this song, go and listen to that song. To be bold enough to make a song that Tupac Must Die. And keep in mind, Glasses is from that hub. You got to be to a point where, like, in that time when that song came out, man, you kind of playing with your life in a way. I think just who he was and the clout that he carried, kind of, he got away with it. But if you listen to if you listen to that song, it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, for those who don't know the details, Tupac went and did something he wasn't supposed to do. So the actions that went upon him from a street perspective was justified. He put his hands on somebody and they felt some type of way and they retaliated, allegedly. Or whatever the fuck. That's how the game go. But that part wasn't being looked at because it was Tupac and everybody ran with the Tupac Biggie thing and nobody really paid attention to, no, that's kind of how the game go. That's how there's rules to this shit. You don't get to just be out here doing what you want to. Somebody come call it, depending on who you playing with and what you doing. For him to get into a creative enough space to tell that story, and most of y'all probably don't know what song I'm talking about. I kind of want to react to the song. I might do it one day. I think I'm gonna do it one day. See what happens. It might get struck down. It might not. Whatever. I'm not I'm not dependent upon this channel to do whatever. I just love doing it. Knuckles itching and shit. But that's kind of how stuff like that go. And for him to tell that story and be bold enough to tell it, and it gets no recognition when you got somebody else out here telling stories that they ain't even lived or they don't even know about. they ain't really experienced the things they are saying. You will find that a bit disheartening. So I understand where Glass is coming from on that one. Let's finish it up.
Right. They were brothers.
Fucked up and it's cheap. It is fucking lame. And the fact that he gets artistic credit from Lex is what the fuck is wrong with hip hop.
Let me
88, y'all. That was 88. It's linked in the description and all that good stuff. But I guess the all be all of this whole video is, I get how it looked. Like we tear down a great whatever. But if hip hop is supposed to have standard, right? It's supposed to be rules to this shit, right? Gotta hold everybody to the rules. And I get it. It's some well-deserving cats of all of our ire for existing when they shouldn't have. But shit rolls downhill, not up. And you gotta start cleaning from the top and work your way down. Yeah. Pause. I feel like a pause. My mind was telling me like a pause goes in there some kind of way. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But just feel like empty calories. It's empty calories. Like I would have been able to take a straight up loss. He would have got at Kendrick, got at Drake, whatever. He would have annihilated Drake. Drake would have been declared number 3. Him and Kendrick would have went at it. Kendrick would have still won, but you stayed outside. You beat up, you bruised a little bit, but you stayed outside. You good. Because again, like I said, that 216, you give me somebody else to do that whole song, I'll be playing it right now. I'll be playing it right now. It's him. It's him. And it's been him. Like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, if I'm the real ones from the hood, at Fayetteville, them ones, I would be kind of mad as hell. Man, you can't be out here false flagging us like that, man. Like the moment he hopped out the battle, and everybody's like, you can't hold that. No, we're talking, this is your last piece of work. So I get to judge your career now. And this ties back to having them ones that's going to tell you what's up. A real one got real ties to home. Even if they move away. Even if they move away. The moment he capped out like that, if where he say he come from is really that type area, they would have been the ones. Hey man, you're not about to do that. You carrying the flag for us. You got us out here looking weak to the motherfucker, man. Better go take that nigga head off. They gonna make sure you know you can't come back to us with this type of L on you. You gonna have to take a real L and lose, not taking the L and you beat up is one thing. Taking the L and you clean and you ain't nothing happened to you. It's crazy work. And when I finally got that in my mind, like, you ain't from that type of, you lying. couldn't do it. And that's why I couldn't do this album. That's why I couldn't. And I tried with the video. I watched that video. I like the aesthetics and everything. But once I realized, man, this J. Cole saying this shit though. Bro, move around. But don't worry, don't fret. We're gonna find some new music. There's another J. Cole out there with some heart. Mine's the Cowardly Lion part. The baby out there. You know he'll do something. But that's the reaction, man. Check out ADHD, man. They doing some good. They doing some good quality argumentation type situation. I know that's not a word, but they're really talking, debating, conversating, however you want to frame it, about this hip hop thing. In a way, I ain't really seen out there on these internet streets, so these YouTube streets. And they really be at each other's throat. For the most part, I think they were all, for the most part, homies. And I mean, over a multitude of years. But I feel like it's real when there's a real conversation being had when somebody just log out, tap out. But y'all still cool. Y'all still homies. Y'all gonna figure out how to get past that. And it's been that already since the few episodes I haven't seen. So definitely check them out. But I'm Oops Great. This was Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Facts, smoke signal, all the ways of communication here. I'm about to open up this DoorDash app and see what's cracking. So I'll get at y'all next time.
KD.